Hey YouTube, just want to talk to you a little bit about the Sparkstarter Spectroscope that I'm selling on my Patreon account to try to raise a little money for the YouTube channel. And so yeah, I built this in response to this. This is what I ordered. I spent about $40 on this. This is the Project Star spectrometer or spectroscope, and I liked it because it had a gauge that would allow you to measure the wavelength of light. And I found it was hard to use. You can't really hold the camera up to it. This plastic kind of came loose and it fell apart. And you know, you kind of almost cut your eye messing with this, putting your eye up to this thing. And yeah, you can't really get a camera situated close to it. The diffraction grating that was here was kind of blurry, and I tried to clean it and it smudged. So this was difficult to use for the $40 investment. So I came up with this. This is my spectroscope. It's laser cut. I have these little grooves here so that you can put your camera phone right up close to the diffraction grating here and take photos of the spectrometer. And yeah, it's easy to assemble. I'll just open it up. If for some reason you wanted to make notes on your, or even interface some electronics behind the, where the spectrum is displayed, you can do that. So it opens up, there's a slit, a little diffraction grating on glass slide, so you can clean it, you can replace it, and it is accurate. I've gauged it with the laser pointers. This is a green laser pointer, and I found that the spectrometer measures right on within the tolerance of the laser pointer. But this is 432 nanometer green light wavelength, and it's accurate to plus minus 10 nanometers. And I found that my scale is accurate to within that amount as well.
Here's some photos I took with the spectroscope. So here is my laser pointer. It's 532 nanometers plus minus 10 nanometer accuracy. And if you look here, this is our 500 nanometer wavelength mark on our scale, and 510, 520, 530, and we're right there at that 532 nanometers, so we can accurately measure the wavelength of light with our scale. Also, in addition to the light wavelength scale, we also have the electron volt scale, so you can measure the energy of the photons of light. So this has this band of green light has 2.3 electron volt. Also, I have here a spectrograph of fluorescent bulb. So here you see the different bands produced by the gases in the fluorescent bulb, and below we have a spectrograph of the sunlight. So you can see the continuous spectrum of sunlight versus the spectrograph of the fluorescent bulb. And if you have a camera with infrared sensitivity, you can even see some bands out here in the infrared wavelength. So that's some of the neat pictures you can take with the spectroscope.
So that's the spectroscope. It's available for $55. I just charge a little bit more than the Project Star spectroscope because it's made of wood. It's a little bit more expensive materials. Pretty handy tool to experiment, teach kids about the spectrum. You can do some spectral analysis with apps on the phone. So it is a nice little tool. So hope you're interested, and yeah, check out the Patreon to order.